Hello everybody, I'm Amy Gutierrez, and this is Shoulder to Shoulder, where we get to meet some of the most important, influential, and interesting people in the world of wine, our very own Sonoma County wine growers and winemakers. Today, we get to introduce you to Taylor Saris of Saris Ranch. She's a fifth-generation farmer who's managed to blend 100 years of tradition with a fresh and sustainable approach to the world of wine. Welcome everybody to Shoulder to Shoulder. I'm your host, Amy Gutierrez, and I am so excited to be here with Taylor Saris. She is the company director for Saris Ranch in beautiful Sonoma Valley. Let's just talk a little bit about where we're standing, because there's so much Saris family history on this land.
Absolutely. The property was originally owned by General Fighting Joe Hooker after the Mexican-American War. When he decided to re-enlist back into the military for the Civil War, he sold the property to George Watrous, who was a New York aristocrat in the mid-1800s. And that's kind of when the Sarises came into the picture. They started off as ranch hands, then slowly started acquiring parcels, with the final parcel being purchased in 1924. So 2024 is actually our 100-year anniversary. So I am fifth generation. My nieces and nephews and future little one is sixth generation. So it's pretty awesome to be able to live here with current 4, 5, and 6 on the property, to be able to run our businesses. We have evolved. We used to be a dairy farm, had beef cattle, which we currently have today as well. My grandfather started a ready mix company where they used to dredge rock out of the creek, and he actually paved and developed most of the parking lots and roads in Sonoma. Obviously, they've been redeveloped over the years, but definitely a founding family of Sonoma Valley.
And of so many different things as well. It's really cool how diversified you guys are. Yes. A lot of times too, for generational industries, right, like farming, it's kind of expected that the next generation will carry on what you guys are working on, which is really nice that you guys have so many different things, so many different ways you could have gone.
Yes.
Did you ever think, I don't know if I want to go into this? And then when did that start to change or happen for you?
My younger years, veterinarian. Ended up getting into Cal Poly down in San Luis Obispo. That's where I majored in wine and vet. So I kind of made that change at that time. And we have a rule within our family that you have to work for somebody else for 5 years before you work for the family business. So it's kind of an unspoken rule, but my brothers and I all followed this.
2018, you guys launched into winemaking. What was the impetus to that transition and that addition to everything else that you guys do and grow?
Right. It was kind of always part of the plan. We've been growing grapes for almost 50 years, really wanting to showcase the quality of product that can come from our property. We are Sonoma Valley, we have it on our label. So we're very proud of this area and the diversity that comes with it.
I want to ask about the blueberry connection to your wine, because we're looking at this lovely can that I'm dying to open and try. I love cans because they're very convenient.
They are.
But tell us a little bit about that infusion of blueberry and wine and how you joined those worlds.
Yeah, so the Bluesay, which is our blueberry and grape wine, it is kind of a labor of love. It's a combination of blueberries, which we grow up in Mendocino County, and the grapes Aleatico is an Italian varietal that we're one of the only growers in Sonoma County of this varietal, and this is a still wine rosé of it. So it's co-fermented, only 2 ingredients in the can. So I like to say you're detoxing while you're retoxing, kind of a breakfast wine of sorts. It's a fun one. We do offer ranch tours out here, and we really like to showcase what's happening in the vineyard, because that's where all of this starts, is in the vineyard. And we are farmers first, be it farming grapes, be it farming blueberries, be it ranching cows, and that's just the basis of everything that we do.
You're a huge advocate for Sonoma Valley and for Sonoma in general. Why is that so important to you? Why do you prioritize that?
It's our home. If we're not an advocate for it, who will be? And seeing open fields of cows, tree orchards, grapevines, whatever it is, I am an advocate for our area, for Sonoma Valley, for Sonoma County, but also just for agriculture in general.
With that, sustainability goes hand in hand.
Yes.
What is your definition of sustainability in grape growing?
What it has exposed us to is looking to the future, really seeing what we can implement and little things that we can change to become more sustainable. You really need to make sure that you are looking to the future. And that's one of the pillars of sustainability with both generational farming and business wealth. Thinking of the future, thinking of the 6th, 7th, 8th generation.
Last one for you. What does shoulder to shoulder mean at Sarah's Ranch?
If you're out in the field, shoulder to shoulder with your employee, working the land in the middle of grape harvest, in the middle of the night, switching tractors, it's a real thing. We are a very small but mighty team.
Right.
But it's also shoulder to shoulder with our consumers that come down. We'll do a tasting and a tour with them and sit down and just have a conversation. But then it's also being shoulder to shoulder with other grape growers and learning from what they're doing and being able to tell your story. And I think that's the most important thing.
Thank you so much for watching Shoulder to Shoulder and learning about Taylor Saris and her commitment to growing and making outstanding Sonoma County wine.
We hope you'll follow along as we unveil the stories of our beautiful Sonoma County wine country and the farmers and vintners who care for it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sonoma Wine Growers or visit our website at sonomawinegrape.org.